It's just something that happens here in San Francisco.
Esther, was it pretty scary up there for you all?
Very scary. We were out here on the Bay Bridge. In fact, we were driving over the Bay Bridge when the earthquake struck. We understand from the Caltrans folks that the top portion, that 50-foot portion you saw before, did collapse onto the bottom of the Bay Bridge. We understand that 2 cars that were driving top also fell with that piece, but the people escaped their cars uninjured.
I was in a car, and we were just going through the Treasure Island Tunnel, and all of a sudden the lights all went out, and you could tell something was wrong, and smoke was coming out of the power cables. But the top deck came down on the lower deck, and I sure hope.
It's interesting. There's not much traffic.
It's a matter of fate. Feel lucky.
With me is Berkeley Sergeant Ron Barella. Ron, you were here very early in all of this. What was it like when you first got here?
You very clearly hear the sounds of the drums inside exploding. You can see flames coming out from all of the windows. The flames were going very near to the adjacent buildings. You could feel the heat from the sidewalk over here. You could feel the heat clearly from the interiors of the buildings just to the west of it.
We're going to take a walk inside the terminal here and show you exactly what happened out here. As you can see, it looks pretty much like a war zone if you can pan down here. This is all the drop ceiling in the new international terminal. It's that
we were at the San Mateo Bridge earlier, Don, and I can tell you it was closed at that time. I do not know if it is still closed. I am sorry, because at this point we have moved north to the Amtrak Hotel in Burlingame. The hotel is behind me. What you can see is what is left of the elevator shaft.
Reporting from the Emergency Operations Center here in the South Bay, of the 3 largest cities in the Bay Area, we appear to be the luckiest, the most visible.
40,000 is about 10 miles from the center of the earthquake. You would expect the damage to be severe here, and it is. The downtown section of Santa Cruz is basically gone. All the old brick, unreinforced buildings have collapsed. This is a department store called Ford's. It collapsed. The second story came down into the first floor, trapping several people inside. At least 3 people are known to have died here on the mall, perhaps 12 to 14 total in Santa Cruz. Authorities do not have a final fatality figure.
Pretty much the whole mall had come down, and there was a woman screaming inside the Ford's department store. About 10 of us jumped right away. And since then, we've been up and down the mall trying to find anybody else.
Well, you can see this block of Divisadero is practically entirely on fire. The house on the right is the first one that went, and it went because of a natural gas main.
Prepare yourselves! Prepare yourselves! Shut off the gas! Shut off electricity! Store water in your bathtub! Don't expect services for...
And as I was standing out there, the quake was still going, and that's when that complex down there went. I ran down there, a broken window, and yelled in, and she screamed, I broke a window, and she climbed out. As you can see, nothing's wrong with her. And then she told us that there was 2 girls down below her that she heard talking, and after about 25 minutes or so, when the police and the fire department and paramedics were all there, they used the jaws to get in there and get down, because that's the 4th level. They used it to get down 1 more level to get the 2 girls out.
I just saw the chandelier shaking, and I was just thrust forward towards my front bay window. And I didn't realize I was at ground level. I thought I was still up on the 3rd floor, but I looked out the window and there were bikers there, and he helped me out. And there were 2 people trapped underneath me, and I could hear them screaming.
Right next door, next door. Take a blow, bud. Right? Yeah, down. Okay.
Well, the city seems in reasonably good shape. We have no reports of any disorder at this time. Everybody are being good citizens, which
just come out here and help the city out,
You're looking right now at some of the people who are waiting for help. Upstairs, the rooms are filled. There are children sleeping.
some people even brought along pets. Again, I guess until you come down here, you don't realize how incredibly devastating this earthquake was and how many lives were affected.
A lot of the intensity of the series is gone because of the situation with people that are really hurt and that are really, where the lives are really disrupted, much more than ours are, that's for sure. People that have died, and even though it's going to build up a little bit before Tuesday's game, it's not going to be the same.
It makes you put everything in perspective.